Yeah, obviously very disappointing. We really needed the win to sort of keep our season alive. It's still a glimmer of hope, but would have been good to have a win on the milestone. Yeah, it's just good to be playing some football and got the hands on it early, which always helps. And it's a beat sitting in the grandstand. Yeah, I always knew I was going to make it back this year. It was sort of just a matter of when my body would sort of get my fitness back to a level to play AFL, and my fitness last night felt really good. So I'm sort of happy with the way my rehab program went into the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I was supposed to play 2 weeks ago and hurt my quad in a training drill, so that probably pushed it back a week. But yeah, it's nothing you can really get frustrated with because you don't want to push it too hard and then go down for even longer. So I've been very patient with it this year, and obviously things haven't gone on field like we'd like, but at the end of the day, I'm sort of back out there now and hoping to put an imprint in the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's something, it's obviously ongoing. It's like any injury. If you've done a couple of hamstrings, done a couple of quads, you have to monitor them and really look after them. And I've got a good program now where I can do that on a daily basis, which will hold me in good stead for going forward. Well, the back's probably been the main issue, just squash the disc. So basically just seizes everything up around the area, and took a lot of time to get my back mobile again. And then once that sort of happened was basically introducing stuff, making sure it responded well, and everything that I did responded really well. And then it was a matter of getting my fitness up. So I've been training for the last month just to get my fitness up, because you can't come into the AFL season anytime you're coming back in being unfit, because it just grabs hold of you and you end up injuring yourself again. So, but happy with the way it all went, and the fitness was really good last night. No, I don't think so. It was just going from not a lot of kicking to kicking a fair bit, and didn't tear it or anything like that, but just pulled up tight, and there was no way I was going to risk it. Probably like the initial 3 weeks was pretty bad. Obviously, couldn't do a whole lot. Was basically on the ground, just couldn't sit or anything like that. So that was probably the worst part. But then once I sort of realised that it was going to get better and just had to relax and let it do its own body heal itself, I was all right with it. But it's pretty frustrating watching the boys play and losing and sort of missing a key forward, which is what it's been like the last couple of years. I never thought I wouldn't be back, but it's more of a concern of life after football. Like, I don't want to be 35 and not being able to, if I've got kids then, not be able to kick the footy with my kids. So it's more that side of it, like, going forward. That's why I was really patient with the whole scenario, because I don't want to do it again, and you don't know if it will go 10 times as worse. So, but I was very patient with it, and so was the staff, and everyone around the club was really patient with it, and which makes it a lot easier. No, not at this stage. There's no real surgery you can do on the back that's going to help you. So hopefully get through the rest of the season now and try and make finals if we can. We've got to win the last 4 matches, and a couple of other teams got to lose. So, but looking forward to a good pre-season the end of this year and then going on next year. Yeah, obviously it's one of those things that you want to be out there, and a lot of our big fellas went down this year, and that's probably been the most frustrating part. I think we've lost. Every one of our big fellas have gone down at least one stage this year, and it's very hard to sort of play consistent footy when you're sort of losing big fellas. But then Levi's come in and done a really good job, and sort of take a couple of really good marks at the end of the game last night. And so there's some real positives that come out of blokes not being able to play, and even Bally, he probably wouldn't have got an opportunity until later on in the year if a couple of the midfielders didn't go out. And the good thing is that they've bided their time in the VFL, and they've taken their opportunities. Yeah, I'm very confident, and sort of the mind's good at the moment, and the body's good at the moment. So it's just consistently keeping them both energised and keeping them in the best shape possible. I was really probably disappointed this year, because I felt like I was ready for a good year again, but that's probably the frustrating part. But like I said, if you're frustrated with injuries, it ends up taking you twice as long to get back. So, but I'm very confident the next 2 years I'm able to play some good football. Well, we basically we've got Brisbane this weekend, so we know we have to win. We have to win every game, and it just basically it's almost in a way it's in our hands. The destiny's in our hands. If we drop a game, then we're obviously no chance. But if we win every game, we can only control what we can control, is winning those 4 games. And then if other teams fail or go down and we scrape in, well, we've done everything we can. Yeah, obviously, and like I said before, getting some young kids to come in and really developing them, and it's an exciting time for the club. I think this year we had high expectations, and I know that next year we will have the exact same expectations, because we know we're a good team when we're up and going, and now we've got some youth coming in. Even Andy McGuinness, he's been really good down back, did a good job in the second half on goods. So we've got some real positive signs, and it holds us in really good stead next year. Yeah, I was in a little bit, but a lot of things were out of our control. You look at Hawthorn a couple of years ago, they lost all their big men. They didn't make the finals, come out a couple of years later and they're dominating. So we can take that side of it out, those signs out of it. But yeah, like I said, we obviously we achieved high. We wanted to finish top 4. Didn't go our way, but we're confident going in next year that it's still a massive chance for us.